It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Rick Van Show. Today I have something a little different for you guys. Different because I've never done it on my channel. It's been done before, but it's different in my channel. Anyways, first of all, before I get started, I just wanted to point out that I am behind my, well, technically in front of my old desk where I still draw. I draw and I paint and I do all that good stuff. It's all right here when I create, you know, puppets and mask and paint and draw or whatever it is that I'm doing. I usually do it on this desk. I just put my sit down video desk right in front of it, so I won't take so much space on the living room because it was taking up too much space, and when people came over they had nowhere to sit, so we just made a little bit of space for them, and I just moved my stuff together. It works out. I like the way it looks, and you guys have something to watch back there. Maybe you guys are getting tired of watching this, but anyways, back to the video. The reason why I'm doing this behind the scene thing is for two reasons. First of all is because I love bonus features on movies. I love behind the scene thing. I'm a big movie fan, and I've always been, and I've always filmed movies as far as back as I can remember. When my dad first owned his first camcorder, I used to take it and record so many things. I think I still have some VHS tapes of that. I might put that in here for you guys. But anyways, my dad used to have this bulky camera. I mean, this thing was huge. I kid you not, it was this big, and it was just heavy. It was this heavy, big old camera, and I used to run this big old thick line. I think it was the S video cable that connected to the camera, and it connected to a VCR that used to hang on a purse on the side of you. This heavy VCR connected to a heavy camera, and I used to shoot movies with it all the time, and I used to love doing that, and I still love making movies. That's the reason why I wanted to get into YouTube, is for that reason, is that I want to shoot movies. Right now I just started my channel, so there isn't too many things that I've been shooting, and I haven't been really having time to do it, but hopefully pretty soon I'll have a lot of time to do it for you guys, and I'll be shooting a whole lot more better quality films for you guys. Scripted film. These past few little skids and shorts that I've been doing for you guys, they're not scripted. They're just stuff that's in my head, and I just wanted to put it in film, and that's what I do, and that's what I've been doing. There's no script. I just record what I know, what I want, and just improvise from there. And so that's how I do my skids. Anyways, I've always liked the whole behind the scene thing, and that's the reason why I collect, you know, Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff like that. But it wasn't so easy to do it back then when I first started liking the whole behind the scene thing. Before, I used to watch Full Moon feature films. They make Puppet Master, and they make Robot Jocks and stuff like that. They're still around. They still make horror films and stuff like that. But the reason why I like those movies is because back then on the VHS tapes, once the movie finished, they used to have at the end of the movie, after all the credits rolled or whatever, they used to show like bonus features behind the scenes and how they moved the puppets and stuff like that. And I love that so much, and I enjoyed it so much, and I still have passion for that too. And I love looking at DVDs now. Nowadays I still like it, and I watch hours and hours of behind the scene footage that, you know, this Blu-ray movies have and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm just going on again. Anyways, with that being said, with any further ado, let me jump into this clips that I've been telling you guys, the bloopers, and I'm gonna be narrating them to let you guys understand why I did what I did, and you know, put things into perspective on how I work the camera and how I work the dialogue and stuff like that, and the shots and whatnot. So let's get into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Are you kidding me? So this one is like the beginning. This is when I first started shooting. I knew what I wanted. So this was actually the very first scene. I knew I wanted to go back and forth arguing with somebody on the other side of the door. But I didn't know exactly what I was saying. Like I said, guys, none of this is scripted. I knew what I wanted. I knew what my intentions were for this shot. I just didn't know what I wanted to say. Everything I'm saying right now is just it's just me blabbering on, thinking of how it'll work for the shot, or just me improvising basically. On that shot where he gets next to the door, I wanted to put both of their faces together like that, but it was so hard to do, so I just cut it and I didn't deal with it. I just skipped that part. This is me thinking like, what could I do? This is the very beginning of the actual movie, or the actual clip of the video, whatever you guys want to call it. I wanted to get close-ups of the door locking, me opening the, you know, your daily routine to take a dump, I guess. Pull down my pants just to make it look more realistic. So if you guys can admire that tattoo that I have on my thigh, on my calf. So guys, the door from the restroom, it's like completely tight with the rug. There's like no space. You literally can't pass a piece of paper through it. So I had to crack the door open a little bit and then pass the piece of paper under it, because it wouldn't go any other way. It's so tight, like you can't, I don't even think you can pass a piece of hair through it. Which is good, because if somebody, you know, going number 2, you don't have any of the smell coming through it, you know. So which is really, really good. So yeah, I gave a thumbs up because I got the shot. So for this shot, I wanted to come into the shot, and then
I already gotta go.
knock on the door and get some close-ups of me knocking on the door, but it didn't match up, so I just didn't add it in there.
What?
Once again, it's me improvising. I don't know.
I already gotta go.
I don't know what to say. I was just saying, you know, anything. But this part, I got this part, and I was watching it while I was doing the other part.
Are you pooping?
On the second scene. Well, I'll show you guys which one I'm talking about.
Are you
I think
pooping?
it's in here. I shot this part with my phone, so I could hear exactly what this guy was saying. So when I redid the part when I was in the restroom, it'll match up together. There's me passing up the note from underneath the door. I had to put my hand underneath the door while holding this door with my thigh and the side of my chest closed in the camera like this, sliding the paper through. This shot also, I had to match it up with the other shot. So I shot this first, then I went back. I looked at it with my phone so I could match both of them up. Look like I'm talking to myself. This is the one I try to get somebody, it wouldn't look like somebody slapping you. So I had to get a really close up, that way I could get my hand to look like somebody's left hand or right hand smacking me, instead of it looking like my hand doing this. I had to get close, do that. It's kind of hard to do, but I mean, it looked pretty good. At least I think that it looked pretty good. Or at least I thought that it looked pretty good when I shot it. I was doing different faces like it's coming. That's the one I kept. Like me anticipating the shot, like he's gonna slap me. Did I do it? You know how crazy you look when you look back at these things? Like, if I didn't have a camera, then you know how crazy I would look. This shot, I forgot my glasses, so I had to run into the living room, with my pants down, and run back into the bathroom.
Please, God, give me patience, please.
This is my thumbnail.
Listen,
The little, if you guys don't know what a thumbnail is, it's a little photo you see when you
I'm gonna
click
be
on
here
my
for a few hours, and you're gonna have to take a
on the
poop.
episode on my channel. You see little pictures.
Oh,
That's the thumbnail.
oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, please, God, give me patience, please.
Once again, it was all improvised. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I didn't know what I was gonna
Listen, if you
what I
don't
was gonna
bother,
do. Like the whole before I did the whole praying thing, like I had gotten a different shot where I was just like
please,
mad.
God, give me patience.
There's just a bunch of shots of me going, what are you doing? Leave me alone, stuff like
Listen, if you don't stop bothering me,
And then I
I'm
thought,
gonna be
oh,
in
it
here
would be
for a
cool.
very,
I
very,
just pray,
very
like,
long time.
please God,
and you have to take a
let this
squat in the
guy
sink.
give me
Just
patience.
leave me alone, please. Just let me rest for a few minutes, please. I'm just asking for a few minutes, please.
It was me trying to fake that I wipe my butt. And then trying to get the perfect shot so you guys could see the wipe and the poop on the wipe. Once again, it's all improvised. There's like everything I say is all improvised. There's none of it was scripted. I knew what I wanted to come from me, but I didn't know exactly what I was gonna say.
Pizza.
I knew I was gonna taste the poop. I knew I was gonna smell it,
Artichoke?
but I didn't know what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I did have
I
artichoke.
just went with it. I thought it was so funny. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, what am I doing?
Peanuts. Pizza. Crackers? Oh yeah, I did have crackers. I don't have a temperature. And I'm not pregnant.
I looked at the camera. I was like,
I don't have a temperature.
I like that shot. I like what I said. But then I looked at the camera and I was like, oh, stupid. Why did I look at the camera? So then I wanted to get a close up of me licking the poop.
I don't have a temperature. And I'm not pregnant. Good.
This is me pulling down my pants and then pulling them back up to show you guys where that part is on the video, the last part, not the part where I'm actually pulling up my pants. Me pretending I'm pooping. I don't know anybody that poops like that, but
You took too long.
so this I had to imagine myself standing there and have me walking past the screen. You took too long. So yeah, this is the part where I wanted to put both of their
What are you
faces
doing?
coming together, like to
Are you writing
listen.
another letter? You better not
Like
be
I
writing
said,
another
it
letter.
just took forever to do it. So
Stop.
I just
Don't you dare.
cut it out.
No.
But they would have been talking to each other like, what? Huh? What? So you guys could see in my glasses, you guys see the image of the phone. That's what I was telling you, that I was looking
What
at
are
my
you doing?
phone to see
Are you writing another
to see
letter?
how it matched
You better
together.
not be writing another letter. You
So whatever I
better
said on this side of the door would match
better
with
not.
the person on the other side of the door. I did the exact same thing. Like you basically you learn from what you're doing. Like it just sometimes it comes natural. Sometimes it's a learning process. And for this, I learned that in order to match it, it'll be smart if I record myself doing one of the characters and then play
What are you
play
doing?
that play it on
You
your
better not be
phone
writing another
and
letter.
then react to it with the other character.
Hey.
That way it'll work out a lot better
Better not.
because you know what
Don't
the
even
other
think about
character
it.
is saying, and then you could interact better and you could act better when you're interacting with somebody else instead of you just by yourself like, hey.
Moment's peace.
Well,
So
yeah.
this is
how
the
do you
part
think I
where,
wrote all those letters to you with the toilet paper.
I try to do the last scene, but
yeah.
if you guys could
What do you
see
think
the mirror behind me, you can see the
yeah. How
camera.
do you think I wrote all those papers?
I think I kept some of this footage.
Yeah. How do you think I wrote all those letters to you?
Like I said, guys, it's like I frustrate myself sometimes because I don't write this stuff down, and like I try to do it, and then at the same time I try to improvise.
yeah,
And
how do you
sometimes
think I
I
wrote all
like the
those
words
letters
I
to you,
say, but then I
stupid?
forget the words that I say. And I guess for now on, I'll write the words that I want to say. Thought something fell back here. You guys see the camera back there? So I couldn't keep any of that footage, obviously, because you could see the camera in the background. It's supposed to be me, the other me, in the background instead of the camera.
You're taking too long.
This was like the next
You had the
day.
toilet
Like
paper this
I
whole
was
time?
thinking, what if I slap him? You know, what if I show myself actually slapping him? So that's what I did.
Thank you, Jimmy.
At the beginning, guys, I was gonna use
Thank
regular
you,
paper,
Jimmy.
just like regular, writing paper. But I ended up using toilet paper for him
Thank
to write
you,
the notes
Jimmy.
and slip them under the door. Simply because it will make more sense like that. It'll add up at the end, like it did. With the regular paper, he was just writing it regular paper. It just didn't add up. He was like, "Why would he just be writing regular paper? It would make more sense if he wrote with the toilet paper instead of
Thank you,
the
Jimmy.
regular paper, and
Yes.
that way he could wipe his butt with toilet paper." This is me passing the toilet paper down the door again. I had to open the door and squeeze the toilet paper through. That was harder than passing the regular paper through.
Are you serious?
So it's me just making
What are you doing?
different ways to match up the last part of it when he's already pooping in the
What are you
sink.
doing, Jimmy? What are you doing?
Me reacting to it. It's just different ways I react to
What
it.
are you doing?
I just had to check which one was the funniest one or which one I liked the
What
best.
are you doing? For real, Jimmy. For real. You clean it up.
I forgot the tripod. So I had to shoot it all over again.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You can up. You're cleaning that stuff up. You're cleaning that up.
I cussed at first, yeah, but so that's me jumping into the sink. I try to make it look like I didn't have any pants or any underwear on either, but as you can tell, there's actually underwear
You
underneath.
took too long.
So these are the footage that I didn't keep.
No, we're not.
But this is the first time I shot it, so that way I knew exactly what I wanted to say. After I shot this, I was like, oh, okay, I can say this. So when I reshot it, this is me doing it over again. So you can't see the underwear. Then I mess up and I go like this, and then you can see the underwear again. So I had to cut that part and do a close-up of me doing that
No, we're
part.
not.
And that's me reacting to the slap like, and then I get a close-up of the slap. Also, this part is just me writing the paper. Once again, it's the same thing. I had to match up the two different, the guy in the bathroom and the guy outside the bathroom. I just did the scene just to match it up. That's me having trouble trying to pass the paper down underneath the door. Toilet paper was a lot harder to push underneath the door.
Are you
than it
kidding
was
me?
Regular paper.
Are you serious?
I don't know if I said that
Come
right.
on,
Did I say
man.
that? Let me pull up my pants. I was thinking of different ways to pull up my pants. Look at them cheeks. And then I was like, I was gonna do a shot of the toilet, me closing the toilet, but I was like, wait a minute, there's no evidence of me pooping, so I just threw the. Luckily, I had that toilet paper roll, so I just threw it in there so it looked like, you know, it's something floating in it. Before I flushed, I made sure I took it out because I didn't want that to go in the toilet. And then I got a close-up of me flushing the toilet. That way the whole thing runs smooth and it looked like it actually matched with each other. I wanted to do closes of me opening the door or unlocking the door. It's funny because it was already open and I locked it and I thought I locked it. Then I reopened it. Then I locked myself in. I tried to open it. And again, this is just me getting reactions of how I came in. I walk out the door or whatever. And then I catch the other guy pooping in the sink.
For real, Jimmy. For real. That's disgusting.
This one I was gonna yell, but on that door where it says VIP room, my kids were sleeping. Like I said, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
What?
And I couldn't scream, so I had to.
What?
I really like that shot where I, like, ah.
What are you doing?
But I couldn't do it because my kids were sleeping in the other room. So I was gonna add in a voice afterwards, but it just didn't.
What are you
Didn't
doing,
sound
Jimmy?
right.
What are you doing?
So, anyways, guys, that's it. That's only 20 minutes of it. There was a lot more than that. There was like an hour and something minutes of it, like an hour and 30 minutes of it. Think about it, guys. Sitting there editing the whole thing, you have to get shot by shot. You have to see the whole film over and over and over again, and then edit the parts that you liked, take out the parts you didn't like. It's a big process, guys. So hopefully you guys appreciate the video, and hopefully you guys appreciate what I do for you guys. If you guys do, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe. That way you guys can see a lot more of these videos, and you guys will see a lot more of me. And yeah, guys, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys watching. I do appreciate you guys subscribing, and you guys will see me on the next one. Peace.